Good afternoon, everyone. This is Speaking Club of Group 3. Me, Kyrmyzy, Jaidar, Aibike, and Dinala. Today we are going to discuss the given question for us for this week 3. And the question is about the world will ever have a common language. It seems that having one common alphabet might help to people to communicate better than now. So girls, how do you think? Would you agree with this or disagree? Do you have any arguments for that? If you are agree, or do you have any argument for being disagree? Okay. Dinala, you are muted.
Okay. Can Aibike?
No. Okay, you can start. Just, but I want to. I didn't understand the question correctly. I understood that if we have a common language, not or common alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
Common alphabet.
Not common language, common alphabet. Common alphabet only.
Here is written that world will ever have a common language. It seems world also have a common alphabet. So we can discuss both the common language and the common alphabet, or we can discuss just different languages and the common alphabet. I think the second one is our
discussion. It's about a different common alphabet. If all over the world people have only one alphabet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It is. I think it is difficult.
Yeah, this is complicated.
Yes, complicated. And in my opinion, every language has their features, their differences. And for example, Kazakh language has Kazakh language comes from the I think Turkish how to say, I don't know how to say it in English, Turkish
Turk language.
Yes. Yes, from Turkish language system, and it was how to say, changed every generation to generation. But I disagree with this point that if over the world people can't have their common alphabet, because every language it is like cultural identity of the person. Cultural identity, and from the, I think from language we how to say, transmit our culture, our views, values, our views of the world, and it is it starts from our when we young, when we grow up with this mother language. And it I can express my opinion.
I see your point, Aibike, but here is also the members from China. They have grown up in China, and they're also ethnic Kazakhs, but what can they say? Dinala and the Jaidar, do you agree with this? Because your nationality is Kazakh, but you can't read the Kazakh words.
Yeah. Can I say something about this? I'm also, I don't agree with this question, because it will be easier for everyone to communicate with the just common alphabet. And um, especially when it comes to digital information, we can easily get um, the same alphabet works, books from the online, and especially it will be easier for economic growth for in many countries to communicate. But uh, I think it will be boring. So because uh, uh, because every language and every alphabet have its own cultural history, and so it will not be easily to change to one common alphabet or language. So everyone wants to maintain and protect their root and their culturally history, cultural and their customs. So I don't agree. So it will be better to remain diversity when we develop and when we grow up. So, and what is your opinion?
I want to continue that I also disagree with this topic. I don't think having one same alphabet will help people to have a better communication because although we have the same alphabet, but the nation will use the alphabet to form their own language system. So the use of the alphabet is different. There are many different kinds of use of this alphabet. So the result is there is a different language. So there is also a barrier for the communication. So the alphabet didn't help to form a common language. And second, I think that this will become more difficult for the people to learn a foreign language because we use the same alphabet, but we will learn different use of the same alphabet, so it will be confusing for us with the same characteristic of the alphabet. It will not easy for the foreign language learner. And for the third one, I think that using the same alphabet may strain the cultures different may strain the different cultures because some country are have their own unique meaning of their culture by the alphabet. For example, for the Chinese, for China, the Chinese characteristic is different from the English and the Cyrillic, and this forms the unique Chinese culture. And also for the Kazakhstan, although they use Cyrillic now, but they also form their Kazakh culture. So I think there will not have a better bridge for the communication.
Yeah.
I don't agree for this topic, and I don't think this is possible for have a common alphabet.
I'm absolutely agree with Jaidar, and of course as the girls, because I also disagree with this statement, as it is complicates our communication system. Also, as a learner, as a really, for example, I know a little bit Chinese and a little bit English. Yeah, there is in two languages there is the same same transcription, how we can say, but the sounding is different. For example, the letter X sounds in English X, but in China this is like sh, xue, she, like this. So it will complicate our it can remodern our words. For example, a lot of foreign language learners are saying different because they don't know how to sound it, how to pronounce it. So the whole original language can be demoderated, you know. So I think it is very difficult for us and for older generation to learn one common alphabet, and to make sure about to make sure about their pronunciation. Mhm.
But I'm a little bit agree. The same ethnic groups should use one common alphabet. I think it is suitable and it is acceptable. For example, Kazakh. Historically, we used Turk alphabet, and then there are three alphabets remaining in the world. The first one is Cyrillic, and the second one is Arab. Chinese people, Kazakh people in China using Arab alphabet, and we are also trying to accept Latin alphabet in the future time. So it will be easier to one group, ethnic groups, to use one common alphabet. But I don't disagree that all the different diversity people have to use one common alphabet. I think it will not. It is not.
It's not possible, yeah.
True in the future.
I agree with Dinara's point. If we have a like a Turkish in system language, we have a one alphabet. It will be easy to learn their language. What to say? For example, our Kazakh language is this, same to Uzbekistan's language. For example, we can understand there. In sometimes Turkish language we can understand, because all of them comes from the Turkish language system.
Sure. Yeah.
We
Origin.
have the same. Yes, we have the same original roots, so we can easily.
We can
Yeah. So yeah.
I also want to talk about the Kazakh alphabet. That interesting that our situation is totally opposite with this topic, that we speak the same language but we use different alphabet. So I think that Kazakh in other countries and they cannot make a progress for the Kazakh culture, because people always using their own different alphabet, and they cannot get writing Kazakh such as research and other things. So we always at the beginning level of the improvement. So we cannot get connect with each other. So this is a and I don't know how to solve this.
Yes,
I understand that you mean archives, histories, writings could be better if we use only one language, only one alphabet.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
there is really confusion that really this is not for me. This is the question, not for me, because I'm the mining engineer, so I can't express my mind about this because
Yeah.
May I could can add something? I don't know, but for example, if we have a common one alphabet, I don't know, one language. For example, our Kazakh writer, great writer, Abay Kunombayev, he by Jola, for example. Yes, if we read this novel in Kazakh, we have a difference. If we read this book in English, maybe Russian translated forms, in this you can see differences, because when you read in Kazakh, you can how to say feel you can feel what want to Abay say, how to say in a lot of differences from original and from the
translated.
Translated form, yes, because the on how to say he wrote this novel in Kazakh because he grew up in Kazakh and he know Kazakh's cultural customs, and he want to transmit this in Kazakh way. I think I disagree with this point that we have common alphabet.
Yes, I also
I don't
agree
know.
with opinion. For example, when I was learned my first master's degree, and it was in Kazakh language because I liked to read Kazakh literature when I was very young. So I studied Kazakh language literature at Xinjiang University. And at the time when I started to write some paper, I just started to search some paper from online, but I didn't get access any good papers from Kazakhstan's website because at the time I didn't read well Cyrillic alphabet, so I didn't get much more information for my paper. So at the time I thought that if it was the Arabic Kazakh alphabet, what it will be very convenient for me. So I think my dream is coming true in a short time because we are trying to have the same alphabet in the future.
Yeah, girls, we are out of time, and after 10
Also
minutes.
academically for students and researchers and educators also.
Mhm.
Um, okay. After 10 minutes, this discussion will just be closed. Okay. We have 9 minutes. We can discuss something in this amount of time.
I want to add to the I want to add something that I think the Kazakh culture we should introduce to the rest of the world. We should introduce to the English people, Chinese people, but at now we are struggling with conveying this excellent paper to our own ethnic Kazakh people. I think this is a problem.
Yeah, this is big problem.
Yes, I agree that, for example, a lot of academic papers, for example, in literature, technical paper, you can find only in English, maybe in Russian, not in Kazakh. Maybe we have a great researchers, professors in this area, but their how to say, works it didn't translate it So we think that in Kazakh we don't have any professors. Maybe in technical, for example, in petroleum engineering, in geoscience, when I study in bachelor degree, we only studied in Russians books.
I understand you.
I think we should improve our Kazakh language and not improve in the how to say in the world. I cannot.
Yeah, I understand you guys. This was a really good discussion about the topic, but as we are expressing our opinions only, we didn't discuss any evidence for this. I think our arguments were weak than we thought. Because it is just our opinions, okay? Yeah, next time we will be we will improve our talking with with reliable evidences from somewhere, taken from somewhere, like retrieved from somewhere. For today, it is it's okay. Yeah. Now its time is up, and I'm going to switch off the video.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
See
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you
Bye.
next week.
Have a good